Good morning, this is Jeff with Sewer Tech Northwest. We're at 2065 Southeast Pheasant Avenue here in Gresham. I describe everything as if you're standing in the street facing the front of the home. We are set up smack dab in front of the front door. Hiding under a little brass cover plate here, right in front of the doorway, is your 4-inch ABS cleanout. We're going to check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. Water is running. We're going to zero out here at the base of the clean out. Off we go. That little stringy thing hanging off the joint right there is just a little excess pipe glue. It's a glue drip. Very common thing to see. Sometimes you need to cut them out when they get big and gnarly and get into the flow line, but that's a very typical small one there. I get asked about those a lot if they're roots and things like that. Transitioning up ahead here to 4-inch 3034 PVC pipe. Get a little bit of excess pipe glue there in the flow line. That's all that is. Nice looking line so far. That is your secondary cleanout access, the tie-in right there, and that is directly in line with this sewer cleanout. If you draw a straight imaginary line out to the road from this cleanout, right in the sidewalk, you'll see a big steel cover plate that has that cleanout underneath it. And right up ahead here is the main lateral connection. Now this thing just runs dead straight end to end. Nice configuration. Most sewer lines don't do that. Most lines meander around. Now it's nice when you can get a straight runner. The fewer the turns, the better. Turns are the most likely spot in an otherwise perfectly good sewer line to get a blockage. It's just a pinch point. Anyhow, we're going to go locate really quick here while the pipe drains off, then we'll get a better look as we come back in. Alright, we're going to start reeling back in here. Line terminates out on Southeast Pheasant Avenue. Nice clean line. No construction debris, which is really nice to see. That's by far the most common thing you run into in new construction. I've actually I think at this point I've surpassed 25,000 sewer scopes. Thousands of those have been brand new construction homes. And it's about 1 in every 4 to 5 and that's in typical times. To pandemic, about 90% of new construction homes were backing up at the home inspection. But under normal circumstances, about 1 in 4 or 5 will either need a repair and or drain cleaning. Construction debris is a very common thing that gets down lines. Especially that secondary clean out there we just went past, and the initial clean out even, but they're common spots where gravel gets dumped down the pipe, concrete gets into the line, and random objects. Rebar, nail gun strips, things you want absolutely nowhere near your sewer. These folks did a good job keeping the pipe sealed up. We're going to flip around and run backwards here for a moment. Everything from the clean out access to the main is in good shape, has good flow, and is functioning properly at this time. There we go. Mostly I'm trying to see the pipe through the foundation wall here. Everything past this point here is all exposed piping. This is stuff the home inspector can see down the crawl space. Yep, we're going to stop right there. That's where the line starts necking down to a sink drain pretty quick there. We're going to go ahead and pull out. Pipe going back to the foundation looks good. The line also necks down to 3-inch pipe right as you start going backwards there. Good flow end to end. All the pipes in good condition. Zero structural defects and super clean. Line is functioning properly at this time.